Hello, everyone. I don't know if there will be many of you awake at this hour on a Sunday, but I thought that I just would go on live for, you know, just a couple of minutes creating something. As you all know, I have my creative daily journal, and I thought that we could do the Sunday spread together. So, for those of you who are interested, I started to make journals like this. I don't know, maybe. Hello, hello, Janet. Welcome to the stream. I started doing this a couple of years ago, really. Done it all different kind of things throughout the years, but this is the way that I like the most. So I just felt just had to do something. So just showing a little bit what I've been making for those of you interested and realizing the sun again. I need to think about that. But so we have uh, the days so far throughout. Just written a couple of sentences really and then decorated it a little bit. And I have this weekend like this, and I always say like this so far because you'll never know how the whole thing will end. I will add, go back and forth, and add all kinds of fun things to it. So I thought that we could do today's spread really because I just felt I needed to make it anyway. So why don't share it with all of you? So I hope you have had a lovely Sunday so far, Janet. And I'm just going to actually just play a little bit with this. Oh, yep. I've had a lovely sunny day here too, so it's really, really nice. There is a little bit of a soccer going on in the family, so that has been on the agenda for today. But no, as of right now, it's kind of preparing for afternoon and in school tomorrow, of course, for the kids. So I do have this paper, just a scrapbook bit of paper for me to create a couple more of these flowers and the tag for today really last days of summer. Yes, I don't know how it is over there, but here it is no longer summer. It's a beautiful, autumn really. It's starting to get all yellow, orangey, red kind of feeling to all the trees. But I do love me some colors, so I don't really mind at all. You'll have to take whatever time you've got, Janet. That's what it is. That's really what it is. So I thought that I would just pop on and do this instead of making it here by myself. Let's see. I did think about making and take a little nail file or something on the back side of this, but I think I will manage anyway. Oh, welcome, Yvonne, and good morning to you. I hope you had a lovely start to your morning. Oh, there are a couple of people coming in. Welcome, Anne. Trying to make something of this spread. I really don't have any other thoughts of it, but just creating a tag like this, popping on a couple of these, and we'll just see how this whole thing turns out. And this, the way that I make these daily spreads, it could actually take the whole day or several days, because I never plan. That's the thing when I do these. So it could, like, take a couple of hours. Just start in the morning, and then you know preparing all kinds of things throughout the day, and then go back and take a couple of more minutes or an hour or so making something, and then leave it on the table, and going back and forth like that throughout the day or a couple of days. But as of right now, anyways, I don't know about the future though, but as of right now, I am actually doing one spread a day at least. Oh, welcome, Ami. Nice to see you. Let's see if we can take the last part of the napkin off. A little bit fall inspired, really. That's what I'm aiming for here. And I do love the actual process of making things, and that is not the only reason. That would be wrong to say, but that the kind of the main reason why I make things. Um, so when I've made all kinds of things, of course I do have, not really have to save, but I do save a couple of them. Um, but most of it actually goes in the bin, unfortunately. So a lovely start with maybe a cup of coffee or a cup of tea, or a little slow start with crafting to your morning too, or afternoon for me and Janet, and maybe somebody else watching. This is a little bit tricky, but in a puzzle kind of piece of your best friend in elementary school. We do have. I was actually talking to um, seriously, who was it? It was Heather, lovely Heather at um, Craft and Share with Heather here on YouTube about names, and we talked about some really peculiar names. you know, at least as of my um, knowledge, because Heather told me you could name your child not really whatever you like, but there was nothing really to hinder you from um, giving your child whatever name in the US. And here in Sweden, everything is actually a little bit more controlled by law. So, actually, really strict. So, you can't have, you know, a little bit of a more fun name or unusual. Like, I know that some famous people name their kids. uh, I think there's one little kid called Monday, and Diamond and things like that. You're not allowed to do that here in Sweden. We talked a little bit about the differences between countries and things like that. And it's actually fun knowing all of you all around the world and all the different kind of things happening. Now I feel like I've missed something. A good idea. I like that you're cutting out the image. Yeah, sometimes I do it like this, and sometimes I'm just slapping on the whole thing. Uh, but I don't know. I feel that it's sometimes more fun and easy to do it this way, depending on, of course, what I'm making. So, so as of right now, I just like want to have like 3 leaves or something. So, in that case, I'll just leave all the other things to the side for the napkin. Oh, your lunch. It's actually, I don't know, we are up early with the kids and things, so it's soon dinner here at my place. Enjoy your lunch, Janet. I did enjoy a cup of tea earlier because I realized, normally I'm drinking coffee and tea in the evening, or in actually in early morning and late evenings. I prefer to drink some tea, and part of it is because my husband, he's a tea drinker. So ever since I've been watching our lovely Janet, I think about her when drinking tea, and about all the kinds of teas that there really are. We have a um, shop where you can buy yourself, I don't know how many versions of, yeah, hundreds and hundreds of tea um, they have there, and they even make their own. So I actually, I don't know, might be that I'll send off a couple of samples to you. Actually tried to, as they have literally like the whole wall, like several yards, like hundreds of um, sorts of teas. Oh, hello, hello, and welcome, Vanessa. see if we can cut this one off. And when making it like this, I don't know if this will be the final result or if I'm going to add something else to it. And it's just it's really a joy to me to sit like this and create. Cold brew coffee. Oh, cold brew coffee is good. It is. I usually drink that when it's a little bit warmer. As my husband, he told me today, it is, you could say it's really fall here now, but it's still, warm days. For Sweden, that is because, you know, here I think it's like now maybe down to the 55s or something. But that is really warm for now in Sweden because some years there is snow within a couple of weeks. So we are glad for the small little bits of warm weather we have. And of course, the the more warm weather and sun there is, uh, the the more light we get in the morning because of normally, let's say, in maybe 2 or 3 weeks, it is dark. It is really dark. So we get only approximately like 2 or 3 hours of light in, during the day. But, you get used to it. That's the thing. Really do. Oh, it's already 85. I wish I lived in Florida. I really do. I love me some warm weather. And I can, for me at least, with um, have a little bit of pain in my joints and things. It's my body's very, very, very much more liking the warm climate. Um, Please send me some warm weather. That would be nice. Oh, you live, and where do you live right now? I don't know if I've missed that, but so what I'm doing right now is the date flowers. I'll make a couple of them. I could actually make one more just to have for the whole upcoming week. And sometimes I make one, whole sheet for the whole month, and sometimes I make it like this. And I think it was Beth when starting this thing in August. We talked about September and we talked about the flowers, and she mentioned to me the monthly flower of September apparently is not actually, it kind of looks like this, but um so at least we needed some yellow flowers. No, not yellow. What am I talking about? Purple, of course. Oh, you are so. Oh, what's on your plate today? cooked in it. I'm thinking of all kinds of good English and typical English meals that I've had. Have a lovely day, Emmy. Thanks for stopping by. Ooh, chicken. Chicken is good. I love chicken. My husband, he saw a recipe from Facebook a couple of weeks ago, and that was chicken breast and a a little dish and things like that. So that has actually become one of our favorite meals as of right now, anyway. So I'm just preparing for the next week here. Let's see, this is somewhat dry now. And what do we want to do? I usually, as you can see, I've written all the days. Um, and today it's Sunday. So I'm thinking, let's see if we can create something that really is standing out from this Sears catalog page. Oh, thank you so much. um, actually doing something like a big S, maybe that would be fun. And how are we going to do that though? We could, let's see, if I want to have it show and then the big S like that. Let's just make something. I don't really mind the whole thing. And start like this because I really do want it to have a big S. And then of course for me, I have to write. I feel the need to write it in Swedish, so I'm going to have some Swedish lettering here. I'm kind of making the S and then the O with two dots, which is Ö in Swedish, and DANG. So it's söndag. And then we have that one there, just for fun. We're going to I feel like I want to have some kind of color in there too. So let's see, what are we going to use? Maybe orange would be a nice one for fall. And when doing these pages, I'm not actually making anything other than just, whatever I feel like in that specific moment when I'm making the page. Really thinking much. I know that on some of the pages I've done a couple of small little um, prompt things that has that I've been like making. I don't know. This is supposed to be Freddy. That was the only dog that I had, like kind of looking like Freddy. So that was Monday Freddy time, or um. Other than that, this is the prompt cake that was from the Glue Book Bounter September prompt thing that they were making there. So some of the pages are uh, prompts from there. And then I'm using the prompts that Letitia has at Heavenly Gifted Today in her group. So there is a lot going on. So I don't know about you. Have you? I'm a little bit curious. Just as Janice, have you like? Are you up from your bed, or have you done anything crafty today? We do have to have Freddy time. I started to actually say that Mondays was Janet's time for me in the afternoon, and then I found the dog, so it was Freddy time. And then of course my sometimes I'm actually looking in on the video and the big telly outside in the living room, and Teddy, our lab, and he can like look at the video with me, and he reacts. It's kind of funny, like when the mailman came in one of your videos, Janet, and when Freddy reacts, he likes reacting to um, Freddy barking and things. Oh wow, Sylvia, meditative music and then listen. Oh, gluing or kind of collaging and not really making anything, just gluing on a page, and that is really really nice. And listening to music. Oh, and you have made some more cloth beads with African strips. Oh, I wonder if I've seen those. Have you shown them in room on Facebook? Maybe I don't know. There are so many things that we could really do. I have a really fun upcoming thing within a couple of weeks. Um, Me and Sylvia and Heather are going to start something fun, and the first video or thing that is going to happen is the 23rd of September, really, and that is really really fun. I'm going to talk a little bit more about it on Tuesday, but I'm really looking forward to that collaboration. It's so hello Melissa, welcome, welcome. Doing nothing fun over here really, but let you follow along on my daily journaling thing that I'm making or try to make. Let's see, do we need something here? might be looking into some mushroom or something because it's September, or maybe something else like an apple or whatever. Oh no, I know what. Let's. I'm just looking at all these cute little animals. This is a cute little one. Let's put him there. The dog. He is really cute. Going to need some more glue though. Yeah, it's going to be fun. Really looking forward to it, Sylvia. And then my schedule is kind of, I know, filled up both my work now when I'm back to work and then with all kinds of fun things throughout the week. Yes, you did hear about the collab. Sylvia, me, and Heather are going to start one a couple of weeks from now. Let's see, is this. No, it's a little bit tacky still. Thinking about outlining him so we can see him a tiny, tiny bit more. Not really much, but just have a little bit more like a shadow feel to it. We have this here too, done like that. Now, a couple of things you don't, as I always say, you don't need much when making your things really. And some of you know that I've been making for like 10, 15 years, maybe something 10 years, 15 years. I don't really know how long I've been making digital creations and designs of all kinds of things. And when making this kind of thing, you don't really know, um, you don't really need so much. A magazine and a napkin and a little bit of piece of paper. So that's what I'm trying to do. Let's see, we do need. I wish I had my sewing machine here, but I don't. So let's just have a little tiny faux stitching going on like this, just to add a little bit more interest to the whole thing. Let's see. You'll be the three musketeers. Yeah, we might be. I don't know. But it's going to be fun. Let's see, Vanessa. We have a collab coming up. Uh, we have a collab coming up. Do you mean like Sylvia and Heather and you? Um, or do you mean like the thing that we talked about? Or that November thing? It's come. But I was thinking about it. We'll have to leave that for November. It's only September now. We have a whole, month and a half to go. Have I heard about and create? No, no. I haven't heard about that. I need to. There are so many No, look at me, wrong pencil. There are so many fun and lovely creators out there. So I haven't heard about it. Please tell me because you know, do I want to miss a thing? I don't know. Usually, when making daily journals, I make tags just because it's fun to make them. It's kind of fast to make them, and you can use them, of course, to have uh, when writing about what happens throughout the days. So I don't really know. I have so many tags laying here. Um, I don't really know what to do with them. So it might be that's the funny thing, you know. I have a tag like this. I have this one, kind of, you know, things like that. Several all kind. I don't even know how many tags. Do I use them for something? I, I was about to say, of course not, but you know, but I have so many, and I have a tendency to make new ones, and several of them really every day. So it's a kind of a problem for me. Really, it is because you know it is. I love me some tags. That's what it is. That's really what it is. And all kinds of strange looking tags, cutely. I don't even know. And and then you know the base, of course, you have to save those. Another base. So I don't know. Maybe I do need know that I have a tag book somewhere filled with tags. I am addicted to tags. Tags are fun to make and they are easy. And I think like because I started out with having really nothing else but old scrapbook paper and a magazine. Uh, you know, because of me having all digital things, so it was easy to kind of make a tag out of scrapbook paper and a magazine. So I think that is how it started. And of course, it's kind of fun to have these little daily journals with tags. I don't know. Maybe Sundays are, you know, Sundays for me are a little bit of relaxing time, cozy time, and things like that. So I thought that we could add some kind of fabric to this pocket down here, but I'm going to fussy cut this one out first to put it there. Let's see, it's a little bit of some fiddly things doing, and sometimes, you know, of course I would love to have one of those, I don't know, scan and cut or whatever they are called. And believe me, I have one of those on my wish list for Christmas. But then again, it's kind of relaxing to just sit like this and cut it. Oh, hello, Heather. Have I missed you? I didn't see you coming in. And Angie, welcome, welcome to the morning kind of, as I wrote like extra stream just because I felt I needed to make my daily spread. So I'm going to find some fabric to put on here. Let's see, or maybe some other type of thing. Yep, you know, putting a box in the recycling. I can definitely have that same feeling when trying to do, sometimes you actually feel like, I need that kind of material, and then realizing that you haven't got it. So, but I am going to look into the fabric little pieces that I have. So let's look into those. And the fun thing about the fabric is that, we have all these small little bits and pieces, and we don't really need much. That's the best thing. And can't resist. Oh, I actually thought about a pizza box for my splattering and things. I was thinking about cutting one of these butterflies out if I can find a butterfly that is small enough. Let's see, that one would be the one that I will choose. Really having boxes, creating all kinds of fun things. Let's see. I'm having a terrible time. This is actually a sack where you're supposed to have uh, laundry in. But I thought, like, I have a couple of these, so I will have to use it some other way than, or one of them I'm actually having my clothes pins in. Let's see if we can just glue this one on or making something else more fun. Putting that to the side. Let's see. Oh, now you're right. Oh, really really cute little angels there. Um, let's see. What are you? I was talking to Mrs. G yesterday about how some of my family comes from Sweden. And yeah, that's the connection with Sweden and US. That is kind of a thing. I've come to realize, as I told you, Heather, we have is a TV show here in Sweden, um, where you can actually, look for your relatives. They help you. It's a little bit kind of like a game show where you're supposed to, you know, have typical Swedish games. I don't know if there are things like that, but you're supposed to um, taste all kind of Swedish food and things like that, and then throughout the whole game you collect points, and the points, um, you can kind of redeem them into seeing your relatives, getting letters, getting information, and things like that. So it's kind of nice to see, but for me as a Swede, they have actually taken the most typical Swedish things like a dollar horse or all those kind of, even taking you on a trip to IKEA and eating Swedish meatballs and all those kind. So that is kind of, it is a really nice show to watch, but it's kind of fun to see because I think I've talked about it before, but me as a Swede, I don't see, even though I wish I could, I don't see the beauty in where I live, of course, in the same way as a tourist or somebody that haven't been here. And I think that is, you know, that is like that for most of us. We don't see what you have right in front of you, all the beauty of everything around you. Coffee and tea time for several of you, I can see. Let's see if I want to have, do I want to have this fabric in the background? Vanessa, that show, I talked about it to Heather, and um, I know that it has been sent on US television before, but I didn't really have any information on it. And I don't know if it is like an American version of it or if it's the actual one, the Swedish one that is sent in in, in the US. Oh, hello and welcome. Nice to see you, Teresa. Have a lovely time in church. You know, I love all different kinds of countries I've been. Um, I've been traveling a lot because of my parents and the work that they have had. Now they are retired, so but before that they worked um, and traveled a lot, especially my dad. Let's see if I can kind of fray this a little bit more on this side. I didn't quite like the that it was bent down there, but and of course I don't have an iron hair here to use. So I was thinking something like that would be nice. Let's have the blue. And I'm not really going to have it all glued down, just in the middle there, and it will have its flappy wings like that. Have a lovely Sunday, Teresa. See if we can one off really. And of course saving this little piece of, could be like a tag topper or something. And so do I want to have it like that? I think so. Let's glue it down. More glue. I wish I'd thought about it earlier that I could sew it onto this pocket, but unfortunately I didn't do that. That little piece though, that would be cut off because, you know, seriously, you can't really have everything. You can't really save it all. I feel like we need to have something up here. And usually I kind of write on the back side of the tag and here. So, you know, as you can see, I've written on this particular one, it was too much of a pattern going on. So, but I think I need to have something here. So let's look into the bin of scrap paper. And I know I have that one, would be nice to have. Let's see if I can put this one. Just have it glued like that. Just to have it, you know, a little bit more of a neutral place to write instead of all these, in a way, lovely piece of paper, of course, but it's hard to see. So I'm just doing like that. So if I'd like to, I have a little space to write there. And then the tag. Do we need a saying there or something? I think so. So what are we looking into? I do have so many things. So I'm missing something. What is Melissa doing? I got craft sticks. So let's see if we can find ourselves some fun word or something that we want to use. I will have to look into all of those bins there. And that one we will put aside for some other time. A little everything in this bin with words. And mostly these are Swedish words, or we can always take a look into these ones. The day spent sewing is a good day. Creative memories, that we could use that. To craftiness is happiness. That's a good one. And these I've actually found in a group on Facebook. It was years ago, but I still love to use them and print them out. I print them out so many times. We can do something with that. Let's see, what do you think, little dog? How are we going to make these words work? I'm going to just have to put them like that. And of course, we could take vintage photo, but I actually prefer in a thing like this to take a regular marker and a brown one in this case, just to have it a little bit more visible. Printer paper, nothing special, a pen or a marker, and then go like that, just around to give it a little bit of a border. And with the marker, of course, you can take whatever color you have and then just make it like this. And of course, you could go with ink or whatever you have, but this is the easiest way because I don't know, most of us, we do have some kind of marker. I kind of feel like I want to pet him and cuddle him, this cute little dog. So I feel like this would be kind of the base for today. And I don't know, might be adding prompt things or a little bit of a topper there would be nice. So let's see what we have. Of course, we have those green things. This one would be kind of nice. Sorry for the winkling sound, but I unfortunately haven't got any new. I have to look into how to store all the things that I have there. This would be nice, wouldn't it? And the way that I do it, nothing. Let's see, that angle, of course. Nothing fancy like that. And just putting it like that, and then use the tiny attacher. And I usually want to have them both of the the tag going like that, so you don't have the back side of it. And there you have the tag. Fun, quick and easy with a couple of things, and I've created it. Oh, what are you sewing, Angie? I would so love to get into your craft room and look into whatever kind of projects you have. It would be so nice. Prompt games and sticks, of course. Cards or whatever you like to have. But that would be Sunday, I think. There are a couple of, there needs to be something there. Let's see if we can kind of see if there is something we can add. Oh, I love yo-yos. I need to catch, is it Keisha that you're selling your yo-yos, Angie? I need to catch one of her streams, I think, because well, I kind of want to buy those. I've missed those throughout. I know that when she has them on, on her market sales. Oh, Janet Nash is no. She. Oh, you're not making JoJo's now. What are you making? Oh, yeah, that is. I need to go and look into Keisha's market. That's what I'm going to do. So, what are we going to add? In one way, I feel like a magazine something, and so let's look into something fun maybe with all the things that I have. Let's see if I can reach it. I kind of need to go through this, the pile of things that I have fuzzy cut out and just left as is, just because I feel like, sometimes I might be needing it. And see, there was this soccer thing going on earlier today, so if I find me a ball, it might be that I use that one. Or I could even, like, I could really add whatever kind of thing. I even save up on things like this. I don't know if I will ever use it though. Just pictures that might go into the collage somehow. I have a number 7. I don't know if I want to have a number. Oh, that one would be kind of cute. Are you really? No, you. I I was thinking that Angie really sewed you a church dress there, but flowery thing. Mm. So as you can see, books, all kinds of strange things. A little bit of grass, you never know. We'll actually use these. It's a stack of pillows and no, that was a word. A little bit of full thing there, but I'm not really 100% sure about it. I'm going to look into those because today has been, apart from the football thing or the soccer thing, the the whole day has actually been kind of a slow day. See if we can add pillows like that, or those are too big. Might be that I have to add these. So I will do that. There are so many things that you can sew, but I hope that we will know it in some way, somehow, somewhere, someday. Or you have everything under the bed. Oh, wow! I am impressed. I actually started out like that, realizing that that would never work, at least not for me. But and now I am going to write. Let's see if I will write the this one. And it's relaxing Sunday, or in Swedish. I'm thinking about how to actually write it. But that's the way. So I'm thinking like that will be the day so far, and I'm not really going to start on tomorrow. But for those of you that want to see, we could go through the day so far. And I've made this one, as you know, was a prompt game on Wednesday. On Wednesday, I made a tag. It's actually two. This one was a prompt game too, but two pockets like that. And now we have a chance to see the AKA Freddy here. So it's in for each and every day. I don't really know how it will be, and here I store all kinds of strange things. This might be a pocket on the side like that for one page, like that, or something. And the same with this little tiny thing, and might be adding it to a tag as a pocket on the tag or something like that. So I always have a little pocket like this at the beginning of it to store, and at the same thing in the end here. And I don't know if you saw it in the beginning, but it is really already a little chunky journal. It was really, really tiny, something like that, because it is eight pieces of paper and the cover. So it's not really much, but it is getting a little bit chunky. And sometimes I use fabric and sometimes I don't. Oh no, seriously, little butterfly, we need to do something with you. About that was supposed to be, I don't know about this fabric glue. They say it's good, but as you can see, it didn't work, so I'm going with this. This is my go-to glue, and actually got this one not long ago. I like that a lot, but I don't know about the fabric for that one. So we will see if that will hold. Otherwise, I could actually sew it on. I don't know. So this was a quick little live session, but I felt like I needed to, make this page. So why not do it together with all of you? Let's see what you're writing, Angie. Now, if I can keep my family out of here and stop waiting. Whoa. That's the thing, Angie. Family or kids or an appointment that you have to do or whatever. We need ourselves some more crafting time. Absolutely. But I hope that you have a lovely start to your Sunday and a lovely Sunday. And for me and Janet and some other watching, and it is all already afternoon. And for me, it's time to go and make ourselves some dinner here in the family. So have a lovely couple of more hours of the weekend. And I will see you again live on Tuesday. So bye, everyone. Absolutely. We will be some other, somewhere else around. Bye.